Hello, Commander.
There we go. Excellent. Hello, Karen. So, this is the Classy Baron. Makes sense, doesn't it? Very, Baron, very classy. Has a nice little crown on top of it, and I do believe we will have our players spawning it in 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, says Deathbydenim. Do we get a counter GLHF? We do get the counter GLF, so let's get this game on the road. Spawning in on the main screen, we have the green commander, the Thetitan01. We just move this. There we go. All right. And his opponent, spawning in on the other side of the planet, is the orange commander, Deathbydenim. Both players opening up with a very standard and easy bot factory. Of course, this is a good choice, especially on a map of this size. We do have, I believe, 130 metal extractors, so players will have plenty of economy to just work around with. We do see Deathbydenim's commander doing a little bit of walking. Usually, you want to try and avoid doing as much walking as possible. Your commander's build speed is very important in the early game. Fabricators running out, doing what they do best, just building a bunch of stuff with that sweet nano lathe, and we should see the build orders coming up very quickly here. And let's see, we do have, whoa, that's the caps button. Goodness. Okay, so we do see Deathbydenim's commander opening up with some bots, going into some energy, and just being very aggressive and switching into tanks. That's always good. But his opponent, the Thetitan01, going with that air factory. Now, I like this opening in comparison to Deathbydenim's, as usually what you want to see from a commander. Oh, this is... Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. So, the air factory is a fantastic choice on a map of this size. It's a very large, open area, and mobility is going to be very important. So, while the docks are a fantastic choice for your general army composition, you want to have something that can go faster than docks and can counter docks, as it's kind of like a... You know, it's the meta. You know, you want to counter one thing with the next. Excuse me. So, what we'll be seeing from Deathbydenim is this very aggressive, heavy bot early game into what will eventually... Oh, looks like he... Oh, so he did actually decide to get his own air factory, which is a fantastic decision from him. And then what you will see is... well, originally he was going to go for then a kind of slow transition into tanks, which would have been a great decision, but it does look like he decided to go against that. Now, we don't see any bombers quite yet from the Titan, which... That's an okay choice. It's okay. I would like to see a few bombers this early into the game, as you can see. I mean, there's just no anti-air currently from Deathbydenim. So one bomber comes in, picks off this fabricator, you know, makes another turn, and then suicides to capture the, you know, kill off these fabricators. One bomber can easily, and I mean very easily, kill off some fabricators if you're not careful. So it matters a whole lot to make sure that your units are safe. He does have a lot of docks. As you can see, these fabricators are being very well protected by all the docks that he is producing. But bombers are just so strong and so fast. Docks can shoot up, but their accuracy is very poor. You usually need about 10 or 15 docks to have a a really secure kill on just one bomber, which can be very difficult unless of course you build hummingbirds, which can then do the job quite easily. We do see a little bit of docks pressure here from hello, says Deathbydenim, and we have a counter hello with bombers from the Titan, and just a perfect example here. The docks do clean up the hummingbird, and they do get, I think, a little bit, no damage on the bomber, but that bomber very easy and very quick to clean things up as just kind of units go. We do have a counter hello going out here from the Titan, as the docks, excuse me, do pick up and kill off the fabricator, now getting some more of the metal extractors. We do have a nice little docks army here moving out. Okay, so he does see the commander, so we will see some action. Now, one of the things that... Ooh, Tier 2. I'm sorry. I know it was on the main screen, but I didn't acknowledge it. The Tier 2, very early here from Deathbydenim. Well, not too early, actually. It's about 4 minutes. Usually you want to start it at about the 5 minutes, but he's adding a lot of fabricators. He is rushing this Tier 2 out as quickly as possible. Now, this is an okay choice. On a map of this size, it's not too big of a deal to rush something, as the docks just, they don't travel as fast as you would think. And as you can see, he sent these out probably... 10 or 15 seconds ago. Now, there are a few docks to try and meet this army, but the biggest issue is because he's pouring so much of his economy into this production, he doesn't have many units to really stop this. Now, this one bomber has to stay alive, and he'll have to try and kill off all of these docks. I would like to see a radar, actually. That is something that neither player has resorted to trying to use. Docks on a map with very open space can be very dangerous, and, I mean, perfect example, these docks try to go out and meet these, the opponent's docks, but they just didn't realize it, and here they come cleaning up a lot of the metal extractors. Titan now getting brought down to a very bad efficiency level. The bomber going to try and move in here. He does see the hummingbirds, but the hummingbirds are not reacting. They now react, but it might just be too little too late. No, actually. The bomber flying around and trying to get that sweet spot of right there, but it ended up kind of going around the metal extractor to go in at a later curve, but it just did not work out for him. The tier 2 now done though for the Titan. So yes, he did lose his metal extractor, 4 of his metal extractors, actually 5 of them. It's not too big of a deal as he was able to get the tier 2 out. Now the biggest issue is he's starting this tier 2. One of the things you want to always do with your tier 2 economy is you want to have the economy to actually produce it. You know, it's kind of like a stepping stone. You want to have the tier 2 to start, or the tier 1 to start the tier 2. And if you're spending a lot of your efficiency on just trying to build tier 2, yes, you'll have the economy when it goes up. But as you can see, a lot of your units will just start falling behind very quickly. And with these docks killing off a lot of this energy, killing off the tier 2 fabricator, the Titan is just having a very poor time here against Deathbydenim. Wow, I messed up, says the Titan, and we should... Well, it's very ugly for him. Deathbydenim continuing to fight very hard. Maybe, says Deathbydenim, winky face, if you know what I mean. But he can still come into this. These docks, while they do have map control, he does have anti-air going up. And if he just uses this bomber would do great. I think he just realized it exists, and no, it's actually flying away. Well, he might be just trying to kill off this swarm of units. Nope, he's pulling it back. Okay, so the bomber would have been a great way to just kind of keep his, base under lockdown. Does he lose the bomber? No, he does not, which is fantastic. The commander trying to kill off these docks. The tier 2 is up, but I mean, he is down in a very bad economic situation. So what he needs to do, but the tanks are out from Deathbydenim. What he needs to do is get slammers out. Exactly. He needs to be using the tier 2 for its military purposes right now, not for its economic purposes. If he had more air units, maybe some more bombers to kill off all of these docks, he would definitely be in a much better position. But with these tanks moving in, really, Titan is going to need to get probably 4 or 5 slammers and probably the commander in that asteroid crater spot thing, if he wants to try and stave off this next couple pushes here, as that is a lot of docks. One slammer, while it does do great damage against docks in single targets, when it's one slammer going up against 50 docks, it's just never a good thing. The bomber tries to go in, but again, he's got more than 10 docks to easily just anti-air just all of the units down. Hummingbirds actually flying over the base just to see what's up, and I do believe Deathbydenim should be just right-clicking towards the commander momentarily, as these tanks are actually trying to get rid of the tier 2. Interestingly enough, Uber Cannon fired, but does only get 1 or 2 of the tanks of Deathbydenim's. Docks, just kind of dancing around, living life, living large, docks things. Tier 2 is almost up here for Deathbydenim. As we take a quick look at his base, we'll just kind of switch the pips, as I do believe a ghillie... Uh-oh. Well, sometimes you're built to fight, and other times you're built to dance. And okay, good, the gorilla. I was gonna say, I really hope that gorilla doesn't have the same thing happen to him. But he does get out. The poor, oh no! Oh my goodness! 360 no-scopes? Do we have the legendary 360 no-scope? Okay, so Titan has a chance now. He has the quick scoper in his arsenal. He's got to be careful. The 360's got to be careful of the locusts. They are very high damage, and I mean, if they start going around in your mech's fields, it's going to be a bad time. But he now has the legendary 360 no scoper, so Titan might be able to come to us. Economically, he's doing great actually, but he needs to get his energy online and use these bombers to as best as he can. Some more docks about to move in towards Titan. He needs to get his energy online. Economically, he actually managed to sustain himself. The Locusts, though, are doing great. They just devour anything with a low armor count. And as you can see, they're just rolling around. Now, Docs do a great job at killing them off, but he's kind of split right now. The Locust and everything else are just kind of driving him into this really weird corner that he has to be careful of if he's not careful. Well, yeah, obviously. So tanks trying to do their best, but it's 3 tanks versus an entire legion of Docs. And they're trying their best, but it's just 1 versus 500. Oh my goodness, there's, I think 2 of them. It's a duet now. The Quickscopers trying their best. They are spinning round, right round, make you go around. Oh baby, a triple. They're trying their best. They're actually shooting the building right now. They might have their spins off just in the slightest. The Docs, I don't even think are able to shoot them. These Quickscopers, they are doing the best that they can, but now that the Docs have actually stayed in range, and as you can see, they are slowly chipping them down. The Slammers now coming out to try and ward them off. The Quickscopers stay alive. They fight. The Titans saying WTF. Just let it happen. Let it happen. The Quickscopers are doing a great job at actually keeping his base alive. TF2 glitched into factory. Actually, it's the position of the TF2 factory, or tier 2 factory, excuse me. It's, oh no, you need to re-rally them, dude. You need to re-rally them the other way. The problem is what's happening. The units are actually getting glitched above the ground, as you can see here. So they're walking off. There's this little ramp that lets them come off, but what's happening is they're actually not falling to the quote-unquote ground. And because of this, as you can see, I mean, oh, nope, that's just the Blue Hawk. The Blue Hawk actually might be heavy enough to just kind of disregard that problem, but as you can see, the Quickscopers, they're trying their best to defend the motherland, but with the tanks coming in from the other side, Titan will be yep, the enemy commander is damaged, says Karen, and boom goes the dynamite. The Titan moving down to the losers bracket. Deathbydenim moving on into, I believe, the round 2, I believe. Or round 3, excuse me. So we will have Deathbydenim versus Taskbot. So we might just follow Deathbydenim and watch our glorious player, well, play. So congratulations to Deathbydenim. You are the winner of this match. Hey guys, it's Ghost here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and make sure to turn up that audio because we're about to kick it. Goodbye.